in the theater and then do as much as you can out in the lobby. Meet as many people as you can. I wanted to let you know some of the groups. So inside this building, we have, with the City of Calgary, Climate and Environment, Water Services, Emergency Management. Then we have Fridays for Future here. Let's have a round of applause for Fridays for Future. Permaculture Guild is doing a very unique thing. You'll see hot chocolate out front. You can get a taster of hot chocolate in a compostable cup if you promise to go over to the PCG, the Permaculture Calgary Guild station, and have soil and seeds put into that and take it home and plant it in your yard. So you're gonna do that? You're gonna do that, Flossie? Yes, excellent. Protect Our Winters is here, Alliance of Ski Hills and Alpine Clubs advocating around climate change and the need to be able to go boarding and skiing. Circular Economy Club is here along with the repair exchanges. So if you haven't heard about repair cafes or repair exchanges, go check it out. We're looking for people who want to fix things, clothes, zippers, electronics, put batteries into smartphones. We're trying to divert waste and also be able to keep using our clothes and those devices as long as possible. Bike Calgary is here. They're going to be setting up a projector right above us in the screen in this theater area here, along with Alberta Eco Trust. Some really interesting active transportation from Bike Calgary, and then home energy labeling, which you all need to know about. And I'm going to get Rod to come up and tell you a little bit about that in a minute. Parks and open spaces are here. Waste and recycling services. Green Calgary is here doing a bunch of energy efficiency work in your homes. You can learn lots from them. Calgary Dollars, our complimentary currency system. So you can spin the wheel out there and you can earn some Calgary Dollars credits. You sign up, you take out an account, and those Calgary Dollars credits will be in your account Monday morning. So you can shop local and you can support local businesses here. You can also be entered into a $500 draw, a credit at local businesses by spinning that Calgary Dollars wheel. So check that out. And right beside that is a photo booth where you can have a selfie taken, and we have all the handles for our councillors and Mayor Gondek, so you can share your environmental message with them. So that's at the photo booth right beside the Calgary Dollars wheel. The Calgary Climate Hub is here. So if you want lawn signs and you want to find out about the advocacy campaigns of the Calgary Climate Hub, find out how you can get involved in policy development and community association climate action, you can talk with them. Student Energy is here from U of C. We have a dozen helpers from Youth Central and the involvement of SAIT, U of C, MRU, and Bow Valley College. So let's have a round of applause for all these groups. If you want to get involved in these groups, just talk to the people at these tables. The Arusha Center, where I work at that Arusha table, you can find out about our Climate Partners program. That's a 3-month cohort supporting each other in developing climate projects. And you can apply for climate action grants there too. That's another project for funding climate work, grassroots climate work in this city. So the mayor of, there have been 37 mayors in this city, and the person I'm going to introduce is the first female mayor, and is also, I think, the best qualified. She has a PhD in urban sociology, and I think if you're going to be the mayor, that's the degree you would need to survive in this city, is urban sociology. You probably could write a number of theses on urban sociology in this city. So I've been very inspired by Mayor Gondek. Part of the reason I want to stay in this city is because compared to 25 years ago, I have seen huge strides in taking our social justice responsibilities seriously, taking our environmental responsibilities seriously, and trying to build community instead of pulling community apart. So I'll call up, before we do the land recognition, and Mayor Gondek can tell you a bit more about that. Please welcome Mayor Gondek.
Hey everybody, I'm going to get you to do something with me. When I bring remarks, I start off in the languages of Treaty 7 people. Can I get you to do that with me today? Yeah? Okay. So the very first one we're going to do in honor of the Blackfoot, and they would say Oki. Thank you. Now, Stony Nakota, they would say Umbawastich. Very well done. Now, if we're going over to Tsuut'ina Nation, it would be Dada Nastada. Oh, you're so good at this. And if we are saying hello to our friends who are Métis, it would be Tansei or Tanshe, either one. Thank you. Okay, what a great way to start the day. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you tonight. There's so many young faces in this crowd, which is great to see. On behalf of my Calgary City Council colleagues, I'm absolutely honored to be a guest tonight with you at Calgary Unplugged to celebrate Earth Hour tonight. I want to thank Arusha Center's climate program for their hard work putting this together, and also a big thanks to the Calgary Public Library for being such gracious hosts and for allowing us to walk around in the dark tonight. Earth Hour empowers us all to think globally and act locally. The simplest task of turning off the lights for an hour shows that even the smallest action, just turning off the lights for an hour, can ignite a movement around responsible energy use. 180 countries around the world take part in the biggest hour for Earth. And it's inspiring to see the energy that all of us bring as a community to this very worthwhile cause. It's important to recognize that the environmental and climate actions we are taking in our city are adding to the efforts of other cities around the world. And in that manner, when we collaborate, we're able to get a lot more done. We all have a part to play in this. And the time for talking about climate action, that time has been over for a very good number of years. The time right now, and it should have started long ago, I'm glad we're immersed in it now, it's time to take action, all kinds of action, anytime we can. Now, we at the City of Calgary know that we're only one piece of this puzzle, and we know we can't do it alone. That's why we're happy to partner with all of you. We understand that collaboration is the key, and we are committed to working together to build healthy communities, a green city, a green province, a healthy and green nation, and ultimately a healthy and green planet. Earth Hour is the time when millions of people team up from around the world to face the climate crisis. I'm inspired to see all of you here tonight because I know that when we are all together in this journey, we can accomplish anything. So let's have a fun time here tonight. I encourage you to check out the festivities, and I can't wait to see how much wattage we can generate on the bikes that are out there. Now, there's also going to be some portable LEDs that I think people are going to get to use for the hour that we've got our lights off. And I'm supposed to introduce a special guest now, but I need to make sure she's here. She's not here yet. She's so special. We're still waiting.
Yeah. Very special guest. So
I'm going to sit down.
We've got a couple of speakers, and we'll have a couple other speakers. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thanks, everybody.
So as we get Chantal ready to come out and do the proper land recognition for this event, I'd like to bring Anastasia down to say a few words about Fridays for Future. So please welcome Anastasia.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anastasia. I'm a grade 12 student attending Bishop Carroll High School, and I am honored to be speaking tonight on behalf of Fridays for Future Calgary. We are a local youth-led environmental advocacy group, part of the larger Fridays for Future collective, with chapters all around the world demanding climate action. Although the movement was founded on striking, our group has expanded beyond these roots to advocacy and activism of all sorts. Recently, here in Calgary, this has included speaking in municipal meetings, teaching young kids about climate literacy, participating in youth consultations, among other initiatives, while still holding the occasional rally. And for any youth in the audience who are interested in joining, come chat with us at our booth tonight. And for everyone else, I hope you can all take something from my words today and carry them with you as we celebrate Earth Hour tonight. When discussing climate change or reading the latest environmental news, we often have countless statistics and figures thrown our way. More often than not, these are quite abstract and difficult to grasp. 1.5 degrees, 50 billion tons of CO2 per year. But the most recent IPCC report conveyed a number that hits much closer to home, 7 years. In the time it will take for a child in 5th grade right now to graduate high school, our world's actions on cutting emissions will have decided her future. By the time a baby born today will learn his alphabet, pass the 1st grade, and perhaps learn to tie his shoes, we must take drastic action to ensure he will be able to walk a livable planet in those same shoes. Simply put, we must act by 2030. In the face of this, many of us may feel paralyzed by this timeline, but we must focus on the antidote to this fear. The remedy is finding what environmental action means to us. We have to make it personal. It is what brings us hope. Perhaps you know that 5th grader I just mentioned. Perhaps a new addition has recently joined your family and is currently swaddled in a stroller. Or you dream of seeing your passions fulfilled. Whether you're invigorated by science, art, cooking, or teaching, you can channel your passions into this collective effort. For many members of Fridays for Future and youth at large, climate action means being able to envision a future for ourselves where we can not only make our own mark on the world and pursue our dreams, but get to experience the little things in between. Road trips with our family without the smell of forest fire smoke, or even gasoline for that matter. Summer days where the sun is just perfect for lounging on the grass, and colder winter days where we can watch the snow fall outside our window. Worrying about how to decorate our first apartments or how we want to surprise our friends on our birthdays, rather than fearing rising temperatures and sea levels. A future and present that prioritizes our planet returns these moments back into our hands. So now that we have told you what climate action means to us, we have a call to action for you. Find what environmental action means to you. Is it your family's health and well-being? Is it the park you walk your dog in every morning? Is it vibrant streets where you can finally hear the laughter of people or the smell of flowers rather than traffic and gasoline? Whatever your reason may be, hold on tight to it. That is what you will use to drive you, motivate yourself, keep your head up, and sustain the fight. And know that we are not simply passing on the task to you. Activism doesn't stop after our words reach the microphone. We carry this monumental challenge on our shoulders with you all. Together. Thank you.
So inspiring words from a global movement. It seems so appropriate. We've had Fridays for Future at Earth Hour every year that we've been able. Earth Hour is a global movement that fits together with Fridays for Future so well. It's an opportunity, whether looking at youth or looking at these 60 minutes that we think about our connection to the planet. If you don't know the way Earth Hour works, every time zone, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m., around the world, people reduce their energy footprint. So the Sydney Opera House is where that starts. The lights go down there all the way through Europe and Eiffel Tower, the pyramids of Giza, all landmarks around the world. And Calgary is no different. So the ring on the Saddle Dome, there's a Flames game tonight, but they're turning the ring off. The tower, the Calgary Tower lights will go down. All the unnecessary lights at city buildings. Much of corporate Calgary, Oxford Properties, and Brookfield participate as part of their leadership in LEED buildings, right? So many of our corporate high-rises are very environmental, and being part of Earth Hour is an obvious thing that they want to be involved in. So all told, it's about 168 countries around the world, millions of people participating in this tonight. So we really want you to feel, like Anastasia said, there is some hope here, and tonight find something that turns you on, something that you want to work on, whether that's fixing things or policy change, personal or collective change. One of our sponsors is Alberta Cooperative Energy, and what we like about that is that it's community-owned electricity, right? So community ownership of energy is so critical, as well as our individual actions. And I'd like to invite Rod up now to talk a little bit about the Alberta Eco Trust, because it's that hybrid of environmental organizations, for-profits and corporations, working at the policy level and also working at an individual level. So there's something for everybody in what Alberta Eco Trust. I think it's the largest eco trust in the country. Please welcome Rod Ruff.
Yeah, I'll try and do this, and she'll make me a lot better. Hi, I'm Rod. This is my daughter, Florence, who never misses a chance to attend a climate or environmental meetup. As Joe mentioned, I work for Alberta Eco Trust Foundation. We have been an environmental charity operating in our province for more than 30 years. And in our time, we've funded over $16 million in community-based environmental projects, from wildlife conservation to watershed protection to addressing the causes and impacts of climate change. More recently, thanks to a one-time catalytic investment from the Government of Canada, Alberta Eco Trust was able to establish the Calgary Climate Innovation Fund. And as Gerald mentioned, we are a partnership and collaborative organization, and in this exciting program, we work in direct partnership with the City of Calgary to achieve the ambitious goals outlined in the Calgary Climate Strategy. One of those initiatives is why I'm here to talk to you today, which Gerald invited me to talk about, and you can learn more in our booth, is our digital home energy labeling program with LightSpark Engaged. So what is a home energy label? I guess simply, it's a home energy label predicts how much energy a home uses and the greenhouse gas emissions that are likely to be created. This information provides homeowners with a deeper understanding of their home's energy efficiency relative to that of other homes. We're utilizing that platform called LightSpark Engage to display these home labels on an interactive map so homeowners in Calgary can easily compare the energy performance of their home and those other ones around the city. They can also understand potential upgrades that improve a home's energy performance. So using digital technology like this has enabled us to actually provide an energy score for every single family home in Calgary. More than 300,000 homes all at once and freely available now. So yeah, whew. I invite you to come up to our booth. You can look and find your score. You can learn more about your platform, and you can also learn about the whole wide range of work that Alberta Eco Trust supports across this province. We're very privileged to be here and to be able to support so many amazing organizations and initiatives. Anything you want to say? No. All right. Thanks.
Well, that was pretty good, Rod, but I think everybody's waiting for the big show here. I'm very excited to introduce, please welcome Chantal Chagnon and her dancers.
Danse. Okay, bonjour. Hello, everyone. I am very thankful and humbled to be here. My name is Chantal. I am Cree, Anishinaabe, and Métis from Muskeg Lake Cree Nation in Saskatchewan. And I'm very thankful and humbled to be living in the land that we're living on. This is the home of the Treaty 7 people. It's always important to acknowledge the land that you're on, because if you don't know where you are, then you don't know where you're going, and you're going to get horribly lost, just as Google, she gets me lost all the time. So, but I also wanted to acknowledge the Blackfoot, or the Niitsitapi, or Niitsitapi. Here, let's try to say that. Niitsitapi. Niitsitapi. That means the real people, because they were the first ever inhabitants of this area. And so the elders and knowledge keepers, drummers, singers, storytellers, they have always enriched this land and steeped those stories into this land for generation upon generation. And so I'm very thankful to have been able to learn and grow and call this place my home. This land, before it was called Calgary, before it was called Treaty 7, even before it was called Alberta, Canada, or even Turtle Island, it was known by a very special Blackfoot name. Can you say Mokinstis? Is it like this? Mokinstis. Right on. Mokinstis means? elbow, right? Because it's where the Bow River and the Elbow River come together. It's a confluence, and it's always traditionally brought people together for trade, for ceremony, and to build community in a meaningful way. And so whenever we're able to share at events like that, it shows that that spirit of Mohkinstsis is alive and well. It's that spirit of bringing us all together to share those stories, to share that wisdom, to share that knowledge, and to really connect with each other and build community in a meaningful way. So I acknowledge the elders of Siksika, Gaina, and Bagani that have led us all here today. I acknowledge the Sarsi Dene of Tsutsuna, also known as the Beaver people, and the Stoney Nakoda of Morley, which includes Chiniki, Bears Paw, and Big Stony First Nation, because Wesley just changed their name to Big Stony. And I also acknowledge the Métis of Region 3, which is why I proudly wear my Métis sash to act as that bridge between Indigenous and non-Indigenous culture. And when we acknowledge the land, we really acknowledge our place here, whether we've been here for one generation or for thousands of generations. We're all here now to connect and create community together. And events like this show us that we're working towards a better world for all of our future generations. And so I'd like to share with you the Cree welcome song to welcome everyone into the circle today in a good way. Miasin is from the Matahau family of Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation. Traditionally, when we sing songs, we sing in rounds of 4 to honor the 4 directions of the medicine wheel. But this song is a little bit different. We sing it in rounds of 3 to keep the circle open and welcoming so everyone completes the circle today. Because in a circle, we're all connected. There's no beginning, there's no end. No one is greater or less than anyone else in the circle, just like in the hoop of life. So it teaches us to honor each other for those differences. Because if we were all exactly the same, the world would be incredibly boring and nothing would ever get done. So we need those differences to help our community thrive. Miasin honors those differences. It teaches us to come into the circle without judgment and don't compare yourself to someone else because you are unique and special in your very own way. And this song really teaches us to come into the circle, and even if we don't agree 100% of the time, it's those moments that we can come together and find compromise that helps our community thrive. Miasin doesn't just mean welcome, although it does welcome in our ancestors, so it gets a little full in here, but it also means beautiful. Miasin, Miasin, Hasemina, Hasemina, Epetakote, Iwagomagan, Hota, Homa, Kitaskino, Miasin, Miasin, Hasemina, Hasemina, Epetakote, Niwagomagan, Hota, Homa, Kitaskino, Miasin, Miasin, Hasemina, Hasemina, Epetakote, Niwagomagan, Hota, Homa, Kitaskino. Hi, and welcome to the circle, everyone. Ready to dance? I'd like you to welcome these beautiful dancers behind me. And the song that we'll share today as everyone dances is called The Raven Song. The raven reminds us to come into the circle and not be too critical of ourselves or anyone else, but to actually find humor in everything around us, not take ourselves too seriously, because life is too short to be serious, but also to be humble and honor everyone in our circle. This is The Raven Song.
hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, yeah, well, hey, oh, hey,
That's all. Miigwech, everyone. Thank you again. My name is Chantel. Hi, and have a beautiful evening. Happy Earth Hour!
Well, I think that gives us full authority to go out, explore all these tables, treat this place like we've been living here for thousands of years. This is a place, Mohkinstsis has been inhabited for about 16,000 years. So let's explore the lobby here, learn lots, meet lots of people. And at 8:30, we got a special performance. We'll do a countdown and have a dance party. So have fun.